That was that fight. Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. Man who beat cancer and won a world title. And coming off his most noteworthy victory, that one-round destruction of Peter Quillen.
Amazing, but Peter Quillen was a very inactive fighter, and it was his best win to date. But he's at a different level right now. Fighting Triple G, you're at a different level. You're an A-class fighter right now, the best of the best, and you got to bring your A game tonight. So we're going to see how good Jacobs is tonight.
Well, a lot will be determined by how good his chin is, because he's got the power to hurt Golovkin. Jacobs has 12 wins since his only loss was a stoppage against Dimitri Pirog. Here he is. Very likable guy. He's also broadcast some fights with us. The ring first. Now here comes Triple G, moments behind. One of the most exciting fighters today. 91% knockout streak, highest in middleweight history.
Amazing, truly, truly amazing.
He's enjoying his highlight reel before he walks out. This for your way in, huh? That's a good one. I don't think I've seen that one. And here comes Triple G. 34-year-old Kazakhstan. Most exciting and feared punchers in the game today, coming off a nice win. Last out back in September. Knocked out fighters all kinds of ways. Body shot against Matthew Macklin. Seen some one-punch shots. We've seen the victory on cuts against Gabe Rosado.
He's an amazing puncher. That kind of punching power is really amazing. I remember the first time I met him, my manager Tom Loeffler actually manages Triple G too. So he managed me, and what happens is, he tells me he's got this middleweight who's amazing. And I said, oh really? He said, I want you to meet him. So we meet at Mandalay Bay. So we're at Mandalay Bay and I'm seeing this guy sit across the table from me. My manager says, this might be the greatest middleweight in boxing history. So of course I look at my manager, I think he's crazy. Right? So my manager, I looked at him, I said, this guy's got me nuts on what he's talking about. Right? And then he said, you're gonna commentate all of his fights. So I said, okay, let me do that. So I go commentate his first fight, and he knocks out some guy in California first. I wasn't really impressed, right, at first. And then he knocked out Curtis Stevens. Then he knocks out David Lemieux. And guess what I had to say? He's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the most famous arena in the world, the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA, live on HBO pay-per-view. This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the middleweight championship of the world. And it's all brought to you by K2 Promotions and Triple G Promotions in association with TGB. Sponsored by Kate, Born Bold, Chavez, Win the Right Way. From the Universal Motion Pictures, The Fate of the Furious, in theaters everywhere, April 14th. Tesla Bank, Capital Holding, Hublot, the timepiece of champions, and the International Expo 2017 this summer in Astana, Kazakhstan. This contest sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission, Interim Chairperson Ndidi Massey, Executive Director Tony Giardina, Director of Boxing Eric Bentley. Also sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, the International Boxing Federation President Darryl Peoples, the World Boxing Association President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, and the International Boxing Organization President Ed Levine. At ringside, the three judges scoring will be Max DeLuca, Don Trella, and Steve Weisfeld. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Charlie Finch. And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, with his trainer Andre Rozier, wearing black with gold, official weight 159.8 pounds. He has a professional career consisting of 33 fights, 32 victories, including 29 wins by knockout with only one defeat. In his last 12 fights, he has scored 12 consecutive knockouts. From Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, USA, he is the reigning and defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Kenya, Miracle Man Jacob. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, with his trainer Abel Sanchez, wearing black with a perfect professional record. This Olympic medalist has 36 fights, 36 victories, including 33 wins by knockout, 23 consecutive knockouts to his credit. From Karaganda, Kazakhstan, the reigning, defending, undefeated, universally recognized middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G.
Good evening, gentlemen. You both know the rules. Protect yourself at all times and make it a clean fight. Touch gloves now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
All right, so they'll do business. You feel the goosebumps?
I'm ready. I am ready. It seems pretty tight. I mean, personally.
Daniel Jacobs getting some boos, and you're from Brooklyn and you go to Manhattan. This shows you the popularity around the world of Golovkin, and in this area with the popularity of Russian fighters.
Yeah, well, when Tesco Fort is used here, and I think Triple G's used, so we'll do this well.
All right, about an 8-1 favorite. Jacobs a 5-1 underdog where betting was legal in the United States going in. Feeling is that they both have the power. The question is, how is the chin?
Good question, right? Right? And how to say it, everybody has a plan to get hit. Mike Tyson said it.
Golovkin faithful.
Triple G trying to get some heavy punches. Usually, I don't see him doing that. Usually he's trying to figure you out first and get comfortable in the ring. He wants to hurt Jacobs first.
For Jacobs, the key is can he loosen up, relax in there in the heat of battle. Both of these guys might be looking at the best puncher they have ever faced.
That's very true.
So, how do you wade through that?
Right now, I'm seeing both be very tactical, trying to set traps. He's just getting a good feel of. I'm expecting some power from round 2 or 3.
But even though the knockout is widely expected, these guys have 12 rounds to work with. Get points, establish positioning, and you have to be ready to take decisions if they come your way.
I was very shocked right now. Very shocked right now that Triple G would be such an aggressive so early. I thought that wouldn't be with him. I thought he would come out more or less pursuing. He's trying to set tempo. I got it. He's got a bigger man in front of him, so he's got to have attitude. But letting him know his intentions kind of soon. You know what I'm saying? You want to set traps. So Triple G's got him alert.
Golovkin is well known as a body puncher, great left hook artist. Jacobs, some excellent power shots and right hands in this fight. Just missed there with the Golovkin. And Jacobs, good reflexes, got away from
Break! No punches! No punches!
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how, make it past the first round, how the fight unfolds. I think Triple G's taking a real good look at Jacobs right now.
All right, Kevin, give you a little prelude.
We're going to cut the ring.
We're coming into the end of round 1. Round 2, I'm going to talk to you about setting traps. When we get on to the other side of the action, we'll delve into that a little bit. You said something, so we'll follow.
Time!
See a little more faith in the jab. Even if you touch him here, it's okay. Very, very good. Got that one out of the way. Do not be reaching for him, but make sure that we get a little faith. Okay? We got rounds. Just let him walk into something.
Yeah.
Okay. Start touching him a little bit with the second. Yeah. Keep your hands up though. Don't play with the defense.
Okay.
Take a little drink. I want that jab working up and down. And look, touch him a little bit with the right hand downstairs. And roll out of it. Touch and roll, all right? Stay smart, son, all right?
Second round action. Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs, 36-0. Golovkin, 32-1. Jacobs, Dave Bontempo and Kevin Kelly with you from Madison Square Garden in New York, where the world's top 2 middleweights are at it. Kevin said something last round as we see Jacobs go southpaw about setting traps. What would be a good way for Golovkin to try and do that?
Well, it's a psychological trap, meaning this. And I mean by I didn't expect him to come out like this. I thought he would give Jacobs some confidence so Jacobs could attack and try to manipulate the attack. You know what I mean? That when Jacobs threw punches, Golovkin will try to get between those. Instead, he's got Jacobs on defense. You know the most dangerous fighters to fight? Guys that know you're trying to knock him out. You know, rule of boxing is the way you get knocked out is trying to knock somebody out. That's a rule. Okay, I suffered it from the Prince Nassim fight, trying to knock him out because I got caught with punches. And it just seems that, you know, he's leaving himself more vulnerable to be hit by chasing Jacobs than cutting him off.
Well, Jacobs came out lefty and looked a little risky. Back to right-handed now. He just missed being in the path of a huge Golovkin right hand and got out of that stance quickly.
Well, Golovkin, I think, right now is trying to set traps. What I mean by traps is, like I said, it's psychological.
Don't hit him in the back when you
he
try
has
to.
an opportunity.
Don't do that.
So he takes advantage. And that's what needs to happen.
So does that mean letting a guy get one off on the inside? How do you set
risk,
that?
you can risk, give you an opportunity. Right now, the crowd is looking for an explosion. It's not going to happen with Jacobs going backwards. Jacobs trying to box his way into a victory. And he's got to cut, Triple G's got to cut the ring off. He can't let him move. He can't let him move left and right. He's got to cut the ring off. You know what cut the ring off means? If Jacobs goes to his right, he throws his right hand. Okay, if he goes to his left, he goes to his left hand. Slowly but surely, it cuts the ring off. But Jacobs, I give him credit. It shows that Triple G does respect Jacobs' punching power.
As he's stalking gingerly but steadily into the range as he lands a right hand on Jacobs.
But it also shows he respects his punching power. So Jacobs does, he does bring something to the table. He's big, he's tall, he's got some punching power.
Jacobs doing a lot of movement, trying to get Golovkin to follow him and maybe set his own trap.
Yeah, well, he's trying to frustrate Triple G. And this is actually a good game plan. Okay, it's a good game plan. He can keep this going. The difference is that amateur pedigree that G has.
Round 2 in the books.
Time!
Jacobs' son Nathaniel likes what he saw in that last round. How do you feel about family members coming to fights?
My family members
Run or just walk. You're walking them well.
They give you a reason why you're doing that.
In his chest and then in his solar plexus. All right?
Right? And see why you're in the right.
top.
And is it going rough for you or bad for
He's
you?
wary of the
Look
right
at your
hand.
family
and
for
ain't even hit
strength.
him yet. Let's keep boxing
great.
smart. We're winning this fighting power with finesse. All right? Dance and stay sharp.
Killer.
We start round 3, scheduled for 12. Top 2 middleweights in the world, Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs.
Jacobs comes out southpaw.
Started that last round, stayed with it for about 40 seconds and then shifted back.
Jacobs' strategy seems to be working pretty good here. It's about patience.
Patience, try to bottle him up.
Gennady is definitely aware of the power of Jacobs.
And Jacobs, as he counters, drives Golovkin back. Even though he didn't land, he made the outline very clear. If you come in, there's risk.
He definitely made it clear. The more Jacobs gets hit with shots, the more he might be used to it.
We're used to seeing Golovkin's opponents not fire back at him when he advances. And Jacobs sent a potential missile that way that did not land. But he's picking his shots and moving toward Golovkin.
Yeah, like I said, he's a big guy, he's strong. G's got to definitely pay attention to the punching power of Jacobs.
Jab by Jacobs.
Jacobs, in some way, in some form or fashion, is kind of actually winning this round. He's not landing anything, but he looks effective aggression. He's in this fight.
Well, he's fighting it the way he wants to and where he wants to. The jab by Jacobs, and then off to his left. Another jab by Jacobs, and the heads come together, the shoulders clash. So for Jacobs, it's get your shot in and bottle him up and stop if you can.
It's all about discipline. It's all about discipline. Jacobs landed a good shot on Triple G. G backed up and caught Jacobs with a shot. So now it's pretty good.
Break, no punches.
Good round. You just gotta be more aware, okay? No free shots out there. You gotta be more aware. Ben, water. Okay, here we go. Okay, now, we landed the uppercut. Let's get a little things going with the uppercut and then lands up there. But bring it all the way back because he's countering, all right? All right.
I want that jab working up and down, close the defense on that side, and every once in a while get a little bit closer, hurt him to the body. He don't like it downstairs. You hear me?
They say right here, G's a little shocker, okay, with the shot right here, boom. He gets hit with the shot, you know, deters him a little bit. He's just trying to avoid shots, you know, he's defensive.
You're figuring it's going to be a break because you've got a headlock, the referee will separate you, and instead you get nailed.
You never know, right?
You know,
protect yourself at all times.
Absolutely. Fourth round. Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs.
Well, I heard something good from Abel Sanchez, which is very correct. I'm watching something now a little different, and we'll talk about that in a second. He did say, tell Triple G to go to the body. I mean, very simple. The body don't move when Jacobs is moving. The head does. So stop aiming for the head and go to the body. See, he does, by going for the head, he's going to miss all the shots.
The right hand gets in as Jacobs went southpaw and paid for it. Jacobs went southpaw and opened up the path for the right hand, and Golovkin came home with it. Looks more like a flash knockdown than a you heard him knockdown, but it counts.
I don't think he was hurt. I don't think he was hurt.
But Golovkin is on a different level of confidence now.
I think he's got to go, like I said, downstairs to the body, like Abel said.
Double jab. Good left hook by Golovkin, the uppercut. He has Jacobs rattled. Jacobs looking for a counter. Triple G is right on him now and showing some angles as he comes in as well.
Yeah, well, Jacobs looks okay. He doesn't look hurt. So I think very similar to that. What I'm looking at right now is Jacobs moving. He's composing himself, getting his composure. He lost that round big right now, he's 10-8. And if he didn't get knocked out, he survived the shot. So think about it. He got hit with a good shot. He went down, he's back up. So that's a confidence builder for Jacobs.
And plus he can say to himself, I really should not have gone lefty. It put me in an awkward spot. I was caught in between.
It's like I said, Triple G is an information center. He was a silver medalist in the Olympics, okay? So he has a great deal of amateur pedigree. He also knows a lot of information, so, you know, as far as boxing goes.
Jacobs showing a lot of heart coming back here.
Give Jacobs credit. Triple G's a little stiff to me personally. He's a little stiff. He's not flowing his punches.
Jacobs dangerous if that right hand lands. Tries it again and just misses Golovkin. Sneaky uppercut by Golovkin. And so Golovkin opens up. Some good action in round 4, a very good one for Gennady Golovkin.
That was totally unnecessary. Deep breath, regain control. I want you back on that jab, walking him. It will come. Relax, relax, it will come. Keep the stick on him, touch him, and soften him up. That's what we're doing.
There was the angle to see Triple G landed that straight right hand. He lands cool. It's a more off-balance punch where you see Jacobs grabbing his legs while falling down more than getting hit and hurt.
What precedes that is he goes lefty, and that opens up the right hand for Golovkin.
Yeah, but he didn't land it flush. It was not a flush shot. It was more of a push punch. I think more psychological. I believe it's more psychological advantage for Triple G than it was a physical challenge.
There's Abel Sanchez and the training staff delighted at what Golovkin did in round 4. So here we are in round 5. Golovkin 36-0, 33 knockouts, riding the momentum of a knockdown in round 4. Daniel Jacobs 32-1, 29 knockouts. Being told by his trainer, be calm, it will come.
Yeah, I got it scored 39-36 right now.
Here comes Golovkin working to get out to the inside here with Jacobs.
Jacobs is trying to, like I said, we don't know what the plan is for Jacobs, but he's a dangerous puncher, so he might see some openings.
Now we're seeing the smaller Golovkin getting through on the jabs here on Jacobs, doing the work, and Jacobs coming back with jabs of his own. Nice right hand by Golovkin. Double jab by Golovkin. Good body shots by Golovkin. And Jacobs back to southpaw again. Last time he was here, he was dropped.
Like I said, one thing, there's a thin line between respect and breaking rules.
If you don't get called, it didn't happen.
Yeah, Jacobs is not punching authority right now.
Now, what is the mindset and motivation here of Jacobs? As he goes southpaw, he needs another big right hand by Golovkin.
Well, the key is Golovkin's not taking real huge risks right now either. Jacobs ain't taking no risks. Neither man is really applicating a plan to this. I don't say they're committed to it. So right now, Triple G's being cautious, and so is Jacobs. Jacobs, he's still dangerous, and I think G's actually acknowledging that Jacobs is dangerous. That's a great deal. I mean, who would think this fight would even be in the 4th round? 5th round.
But now Jacobs has been abused as a lefty because Golovkin landing that straight lead right hand down the chute as he tries to do it there. So what would be the stylistic thing for Jacobs? What is he trying to take away from Golovkin, or is he trying to open up for himself?
He's trying to confuse G with, because I don't think he's probably thinking G didn't prepare for this. This is something that it's probably a secret weapon that they implement and being a southpaw. And like I said, the key is very simple. Will it work? Over a period of time, we got to see. Over the next 2 or 3 rounds, if it's working with Jacobs, then we're going to find out. But the judges will not give that belt to Jacobs.
He gets wobbled again with a good left hook by Golovkin, and again from the southpaw stance, Daniel Jacobs gets abused.
Thank you, guys.
Just stop. Didn't we talk about this? I want you to keep walking with that jab. Touch him to the body a little bit. He don't like the body shots. But be smart.
Okay.
Be smart. We can win this round by round.
Okay.
And that's what I want.
Okay.
All right?
Here, take a look at the overhand right, one shot. And he took it. I give Jacobs a lot of credit. He took the shot.
We start round 6. Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs. Set for 12, top 2 middleweights in the world. putting their titles up.
Let go of each other.
There's
Don't
been
hold
one
each other.
knockdown to Golovkin's credit.
Let go of him, Danny.
How you seeing it through 5-7?
I got it scored 49-45 right now. I did give Jacobs a round. The knockdown, of course, hurt him. But 49-45. You know, he ain't winning the fight, but he ain't exactly losing the whole fight either. You know?
You see him going back to southpaw again, where he's been hit and been off balance with this tactic. So you get to use your right hand as a jab hand here. It's your power hand.
Yeah, I definitely want to see how Gennady lives last with lefties because, you know, how does he handle lefties? I think he's very skilled in it. And, you know, this might be a little frustrating.
And again, the lead right hand by Golovkin on Jacobs, who's in the southpaw stance and open for that.
It's all about patience. This fight's about patience. It's to be a very ugly fight. She has to figure out the schematic of what Jacobs landed a great shot.
He did. Nice right hand by Jacobs. And Golovkin, just like Jacobs took some good shots, Golovkin walked through this. And here's Jacobs trying to power Golovkin back. Pull his way in there with a little subtle push off.
Well, his corner told him, go to the body. Yeah, and like I said, right now, either he's putting a blueprint together, the way to beat Triple G, maybe the first one to do it, or it's just set traps.
Well, he's brought his share of variables into the mix. Double jab and a right hand by Jacobs.
Jacobs is surviving this round pretty good. He got hit with nothing serious. He actually might be winning this round, depending on how you watch this fight. He's doing pretty good. And like I said, I thought he was going to take a break.
Well, some good body work in this round by Daniel Jacobs. And able to shift Golovkin and drive him back somewhat. So the big,
10 seconds to the go.
good big man asserting himself pretty well in round 6.
I actually, like I said, I actually would like to give Jacobs that round.
He gets that round.
Definitely.
Control first. Let's go. Control. Yeah.
Listen to me. And I want you to remember this. If you box him all night, you win every round.
Okay.
Do not engage unnecessarily.
Okay.
Just keep sticking him up and down, and don't wait for him.
Rinse him out. Over here.
Right here. You hear me? Don't wait for him. Just keep walking, touch him up and down with the jab, and fire that right hand across when you see him waiting. This is swelling on him.
Okay.
Take advantage of the moment. Defensive circle works.
Here we take a look at nice punch uppercut. Hook and nice little uppercut.
Seventh round action, we've got some intrigue. Daniel Jacobs, Gennady Golovkin. With a knockdown in round 4 by Golovkin. Good action in round 5, and in round 6, Daniel Jacobs able to muscle Golovkin and did some of his most effective work. So here we reset and go into round 7.
She's trying to get on the inside, as you can see, and Jacobs keeping him outside. A very good movement by Jacobs. I mean, he boxed very well.
And now, right after we had an effective round 6 as a righty, what's Jacobs after in coming out as a lefty in this round?
I think he's just trying to confuse G. It's working, obviously. They want to keep Jacobs patient. They want to keep him relaxed, confident. Because the longer this fight goes, the more bigger shot Jacobs has to win it.
So maybe they want to get through these rounds with this particular style. hope that they're still in the fight late. But the price they pay for that is that he takes Golovkin's best shots as a lefty.
Yeah, I don't think Jacobs emotionally should get involved with the punch out with him because that's very dangerous for him. Don't get involved in the punch out.
Right hand by Jacobs. He's starting to feel it in terms of his confidence. You can get that impression. But Golovkin is feasting on this stylistic matchup.
Yeah, like I said, Jacobs is actually in a better of the exchanges right now.
Golovkin cutting off the ring.
Break! Don't measure him with that throw either.
Right hand by Golovkin, cutting off the jab.
I'm surprised that G is not going to the body. Triple G is not going to the body. That slows down the legs of your opponent. But Jacobs moving very well. I give him credit. He's moving to his left, he's moving to his right. And he's holding his own. Who thought this would happen, right?
Well, who thought that he would spend this much time as a lefty? We've done a lot of his fights and have not seen that out of him. So this is something they cooked up special for this fight.
10 seconds to the bell. Okay, no punch. No punch.
Jacobs rolling about the back of the head. Get the sense it will be real physical in the next round.
Yeah, that was a little better round. We cannot just let him work by himself. We have to be initiating, okay? Here, Ben. Deep breath.
Yeah, you can win this easy as pie, son. Don't make mistakes. Give me a deep breath.
You hear what he's saying? Stay focused, Steve.
Consistency is what wins this. We fight fire with finesse. Deep breath, control it. Keep boxing his ass up. Attack his left cheek with the jabs in the right hand. All right, let's keep winning round by round.
Round by round, all right?
Guys, the ref wants you to get that water up.
How you feel?
Give me that towel.
As we start round 8, heard an unusual utterance in the corner of Daniel Jacobs, something you'll rarely hear in boxing. We fight fire with finesse.
And I got this fight scored 66-65. I really believe that G is slowly or surely losing rounds here. And possibly, depending on what the judges are watching. Right now, 65 because I give the last round of Jacobs, boxing very smart. Now, if he could stay in that round, he might have a chance of snatching the title.
Well, as you basically check it out, 7th round, they both had some good moments, so that will be a pivotal round when you look back at that, wherever you're scoring. But Jacobs is more committed to this back and forth style. Lefty for a while, righty for a while.
Break!
G, I think is a little bit stiff. Triple G is definitely a little stiff, and I think the movement has hindered him from landing anything, and I give Jacobs a lot of credit on it. Good movement.
Good body shots here by Jacobs. Jacobs operating much more close to Golovkin now. Double jab, good right hand by Jacobs. Golovkin's best power rounds traditionally have been earlier, so does Jacobs feel like Golovkin's power battery is near its end.
Well, what he's trying to do is fatigue Golovkin, chase him, frustrate him. It works very good. It's like what Sugar Ray did with Hagler. Be very smart. That's what he's trying to do. Be smart.
Good right hand by Golovkin. Double jab by Golovkin. Jacobs in with a couple.
Like I said, the key is to this fight is if change strategies. They're both fighting very fast.
So 7 and 8 are going to be difficult. You might see them as split.
That was close. You made it close.
Cards.
Stick to the game plan. I want you moving that jab up and down. When he gets close to you, fire quick too. And then step around him. You still in front of him. Give me that. All right? Give me a deep breath. It's close. It's close. I'm gonna keep it real. But you're ahead right now.
It would take
But
a
you
look
gotta
at the
stay
match
ahead.
around Jacobs landing those hooks, attacking. You're not used to seeing Golovkin do that. He lands a left hook and a right hand, so you're not used to seeing that. But here's Triple G getting close and landing inside right hand, slipping the shot of Jacobs.
Great attack. We head into round 9 in Daniel Jacobs' corner. They said you're ahead. Not that the corners are always the most accurate scorekeepers, but they're trying to give Jacobs a sense that his momentum is there.
Well, the thing about Jacobs now, he's slowing down a little bit. He's trying to plant his feet. His corners don't want him to do that. They want him to keep moving, keep frustrating Triple G.
Well, they said fight fire with finesse.
Yeah, they only keep moving.
For a guy with 29 knockouts in 33 fights, that's a huge achievement if he's able to do that.
All he's got to do is keep doing what he's been doing. They're saying that, judges sometimes think that when a fighter doesn't do what he wants to do, it must be the other fighter. So, you know what I'm saying? So they could sway that way. We don't know what the judges are watching. Exactly.
All right, now how do you evaluate the battle between the jab of Jacobs and Triple G's attempt to get inside the jab?
Well,
who's winning that battle?
Well, it seems to me that on the frustration level, the emotion level, Jacobs win that fight. On the boxing level, okay, it's good. It's yin and yang. It works. Sometimes it doesn't work. So he's exploited G as far as boxing wise, that he can maneuver, he can box and stuff. And this is what I was actually looking for, something like this. You got Andre Ward. If you fight Andre Ward, what happens? You gotta fight technically smart. And Jacobs right now is fighting technically smart. But the question mark is he winning rounds?
Clean, solid punching. Usually the most influential of the factors. There is ring generalship, there is defense, and they factor in as tiebreakers. But
No punches. No punches. No punches.
he's landing the bigger amount of high-quality shots. Good uppercut by Golovkin. Jacobs tested the answer.
That's exactly what G needs for exchanges. And Jacobs
up,
getting
Dave.
better exchanges right now.
Another uppercut by Golovkin. It's been good during this round. And lands a right hand. Good action at the end of the round for Golovkin. Nothing else to put it in his pocket this round. Not a bad shoulder, but either.
making it hard. You had that round, and you're giving it back by getting careless. I do not want you pulling back and playing. I want that jab working up and down. Stick the right here. Come on. Come on. Rinse his mouth. Rinse him. Here we go.
You throw it to that spot, he's not gonna slip it. It's gonna catch it. It's gotta be here, okay? I don't care where it hits, just as long as it hits something. Don't miss over the top. Okay, deep.
Here we take a look at the uppercut that's gonna land it flush on Jacobs' chin. Okay, Jacobs goes to grab and get out the way. Here we take a look at the jab that Triple G throws right here. Lands flush in the face, and he fell victim to it, Jacobs.
Good action in that round for Triple G as we head to round 10. Gennady Golovkin and Daniel Jacobs, the world's top middleweights, in an ebb and flow battle at Madison Square Garden.
It seems like Jacobs wants to fight now. The fighter wants to let it out. He wants to prove his trainer wrong. His trainer wants him to move. His trainer wants him to move around.
And then he sees this. He's landing some shots. He's driving Golovkin back. And we've never seen anybody drive Golovkin off the mark. So Jacobs has had moments where he does that, where he gets caught as if he backs straight up.
And the key is that Jacobs right now is starting to have a decent round. The question mark is, can he tolerate this punch?
Watch the head. Watch the head. Watch the head. Back.
Risky move by Jacobs to look over to the referee, but he was validated in the opinion that Triple G had gotten in there with his head.
Break. No punches.
And Jacobs going lefty again.
G throws that punch, that left, that right hand. If he lands it, man, it's gonna be a problem.
Jacobs on the outside, trying to make reach work for him.
Jacobs having actually a good round here.
Yeah. Minute to go in it, and some more. Golovkin lands a jab and a right hand, and then he has to go back out and reset. Pretty effective use of the reach here by Daniel Jacobs.
Jacobs is doing good this round. Triple G can't land that right hand because he's cocking. He's cocking the right hand, so he's throwing too much power behind it instead of flicking it out.
Right hand lead by Golovkin, but Jacobs put it together his best round as a southpaw in this fight. In order to pull it off, we'll talk about this more next round, Kevin, but you have to be at least a decent enough puncher from both sides to be able to sell the power. Golovkin gets one more big one in before the round.
That round, I don't know who won that round.
Well, it was Jacobs' right till the end.
Give me that mouthpiece.
I think Jacobs gets that.
Rinse him. Give me that water. Give me that.
Jacobs.
Rinse.
We got that?
Yes,
I think the last
but listen
round
to
was
me.
Golovkin, though.
I don't want you to be careless in round 11 and 12. You understand me?
Stay focused.
Take a deep breath, reset. Take a deep breath and reset. You got 2 rounds to go to change history, son. Look at me.
Yes.
You got 2 rounds to change history.
Here we take a look at the exchanges, how Jacobs landing these shots. He's got the will to throw punches at Triple G, and Triple G backs off.
There's Triple G, the most dominant middleweight.
But Danny Jacobs having a great night. Nobody thought that he would do this well. He's doing very well for himself.
Well,
and the betting book in Vegas was 8-1.
Yeah, 8-1 for Golovkin,
Yeah.
5-1 for Jacobs. And the sense was if he won, it would be because his right hand would get there first in a battle of power punches. But he's trying to do it with the frustration finesse method, which nobody's gotten away with to date against Golovkin.
Oh, he's managing it very well. His boxing skills.
Okay, break. Go for it.
Jab by Golovkin.
Golovkin right now is doing a good fight, having a good fight, a decent one. But Jacobs gives him opportunity, and then Jacobs takes it away sometimes. So Jacobs is boxing better than I think anybody thought he would be able to do.
Usually by this point, Golovkin has put his guys away. So the longer it goes, we're seeing more confidence by Daniel Jacobs and asserting himself as a good big man.
Break!
Golovkin, he put a lot of weight on, maybe in anticipation of a bigger man. He weighed in at 160, just below, and he came in at 170.
Well, like I said, that weight probably slowed him down a little bit, but it was slower. Speed is the key with a guy like Jacobs. Speed is the key.
Grabbing the right hand by Golovkin. Daniel Jacobs, a live dog, as they would say, coming into this fight. A spirited underdog, and you talk about the odds. You hold the title belt, and you're still a 5-1 underdog.
It's pretty amazing.
Great value to his backers.
Jacobs threw an uppercut, a little sneaky uppercut he did a second ago, and he caught Triple G walking in. So
He's shifted him a little bit.
Jacobs, I'm actually giving Jacobs this round. He's doing very well.
But for Daniel Jacobs in round 10, and again here in round 11, the frustration factor working well. Now he's squared up. What exchanges at the end.
I'll get around to Jacobs.
Good round, but not busy enough in spots. Okay, don't go crazy on me at the end there. Do not go crazy on me. Be confident of the shots, but be better defensively. Okay. Now,
Get a good weight down.
now better jabs, and work into a shot. Okay, don't be. We're looking for one. 1, 2, 3, cover, counter. Okay.
Make sure they give it a good weight down.
I got that fight very close right now. I got it 105 to 104. I got this. I got Jacobs live.
All right.
I think Jacobs right here. Take a look at Jacobs. Jacobs having his moments. He's throwing combinations. He's throwing shots. He's actually competing with Triple G. He's actually being able to hold his own in his combination. And he exchanges. Like he cannot hurt him.
He figured out how to fight him. Here we are, the final round. Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs.
This could actually be history right here.
Golovkin has never been this far. Talked about his knockout power in earlier rounds of fights. Here he has to throw his ears back, try to get inside the reach of Daniel Jacobs, and he has labored in the second half of this fight.
I give him a lot of credit. We're going to see if that knockdown early hurt Jacobs in the kind of way in the end. But at the end, right now, like I said, trying to watch and see what goes on in this fight. These guys are exchanging punches. They're exchanging dribbles. He's getting hit, so is Jacobs. So it's both men landing their shots.
They're leaving nothing on the table. As you speculate as to what might be important rounds, the knockdown for Golovkin, and also the uncertainty in rounds 7 and 8. Very difficult rounds to score. They might be swing rounds. But a lot. And then don't forget how this last fight was scored. Before this with the Chocolatito fight. So we don't know. One thing, Jacobs has done things in this fight nobody's ever been able to against Golovkin.
Last round.
Yeah, he kind of took the Superman away.
No punches.
Good right hand by Jacobs. On southpaw. Lead right by Golovkin. Jacobs with the uppercut. Left hand by Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs can't get ball like this either. But he's doing a lot of good stuff in this round, though.
Each round a mini story. The second half of this fight overall,
If it does make it the distance, this could be a winner.
second half of this fight, very good for Daniel Jacobs. Question will be how big was the first half for Golovkin? And how big, where did they go in rounds 7 and 8? They're the key triggers as you try to anticipate how this fight will be scored.
Break, no punches, no punches. 10 seconds in the fight.
They had intrigue, they had a knockdown, and they will have a decision. Daniel Jacobs sinks to his knees like he believes
I'm trying to figure
the
out
moment is here.
who won that round. I'm dumbfounded.
The Jacobs family,
Who won that round?
who won that round? That was more of a little bit more a lean on Jacobs.
Who do you think won that round? Who do you think won that round?
Triple G. Triple G.
Now the fighters talking to one another. They waged a good battle. Two champions. They each brought a belt in here. They showed why they are the top middleweight. Daniel Jacobs, his story over the last 3 years has been inspirational.
New middleweight champ. You won that fucking fight, bro.
We talked in the beginning of this round with the decision against Chocolatito. Take a look here at round 4. Will this loom large, this knockdown by Golovkin?
Man, I give Jacob a lot of credit. A lot of credit. I don't know. To me, Triple G looked very stiff today. He looked relaxed and comfortable. It seemed to me that he wasn't like a normal. But I think that's all to do with Jacob. I don't know what to do with Triple G.
This looked like a good big man against a good smaller man.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I don't think G moving up to fight light heavyweight, you know, to avoid. I mean, go fight for him after watching the performance.
No, I'd rather see him go back down and fight Gennady.
Yes. I don't think it's a good thing from the fight. I thought it was. I thought he had a great punch ball, but I think he had trouble movers and boxing.
Well, the aura of invincibility has been removed from Triple G, regardless of how this ends up. Yeah, somebody has shown how to fight him, but it has to be somebody whose chin is good enough to withstand what comes back.
I got it scored unofficially, of course. 115, 114. G gets the decision by 1 point, and that's because of the knockdown.
I can see 2 points either way.
It's crazy.
Yes.
If it could be a draw, we don't know. But I'm very interested to see him. I have it scored 115, 114. 1 round going to G on a knockdown. But I'm surprised how well Danny did.
Especially the second half of the fight, he really was fighting with confidence. All right, time for the report card. How did these guys do?
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Mecca of Boxing, Madison Square Garden, New York City, we go to the scorecards. A round of applause for both fighters in this middleweight contest. Don Trellin and Steve Weisfeld have it 115, 112. Max DeLuca scores at 114 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated and still the universally recognized middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G.
We set a couple of points. 7 and 8 were big ones. You know, they were close. 7 and 8.
I gave 7 to Jacobs, and I gave 10 an even round.
How'd you have 8? I had 7 and 8
8
to
I had
Golovkin.
even. I had 2 rounds actually even, which I had round 8 even, and I had round 12 even.
7 and 8 looked like the hardest to score. I gave both of them to Golovkin.
I gave Daniel Jacobs round 7. I gave it round 8 even. So it was a very close fight. Like I said, that was actually a close fight. Very close fight. But now, like I said, the question mark is, has the blueprint been written on how to beat Triple G?
It has been. If someone, but you have to be big enough to fight the way that Daniel Jacobs did. The second half of the fight, he really found a groove with that. All right, let's listen in to Max Kellerman.
Congratulations, Gennady, on a win in a tough and close fight. What was Daniel Jacobs able to do to make you go 12 rounds for the first time in your career that no one else has been able to do?
Yeah, first of all, of course, respect Daniel. Daniel's team, you know, it's very good job, very clean job. Daniel, respect. And of course, respect my team, my coach, Abel Sanchez, and all people who support me.
What was he able to do that neutralized you for so much of the fight?
I told you, Max, that Daniel, he's my favorite fighter. I can't destroy him. He's very clean, very good quality, you know, he's very good fighter.
You said that going into this fight, that you recognized that his size, his speed, his boxing IQ, his punching power was the best you've faced. And what do you think of it now?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, after second round, after I knock him down, you know, just I respect him. Like, I need boxing, I need decision, I need...
Did you respect him too much? Did you not throw enough punches? We normally see you much more active with your hands.
Max, this is sport. This is boxing. I'm a boxer. I'm not killer, you know. I respect his team.
Going into the 12th round, on Harold Letterman's card ringside, he had it even. And we thought whoever won the 12th round would win the fight, and we thought that you won the 12th round. Did you think going into the 12th round that you needed to win it to win the fight?
You know, Max, this is boxing, yeah. I need decision fight. Right now, if you want big show, big drama show, I'm ready to big show. Right now, it's my first test for 12th round.
Did you think you needed to win the 12th round to win the fight? Did you think the fight was up for grabs?
You know, no, this is boxing. This is boxing. I know a lot just for 12th round. I need for very quality fight. I need quality fight.
We know that you hope that your next opponent is Canelo Alvarez, should he be able to beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in their upcoming fight. Is that still your desire to fight Canelo next?
Oh, of course. I'm ready. I'm very hungry. You know, of course I want this fight. For this fight, I'm very mad. I'm very excited. You know, I'm like an animal for this fight.
Would you consider at some point giving Daniel Jacobs a rematch, considering that most feel he came close to beating you tonight?
Of course, this is boxing. I respect him, of course. Max, I give him chance for a rematch, or if you want, just, of course I'm ready.
Thanks, champ. Always fun watching you. Daniel, congratulations on a terrific performance tonight. Who do you think won the fight?
I think I won the fight, and I think these fans support me on that decision. I think they all felt like I won the fight. I thought I won it by at least 2 rounds, minimum.
You didn't think, we thought whoever won the 12th, that the fight was up for grabs in the final round. You did not feel that way?
I mean, when you're in the fight, you can't really keep pace with it, but I did feel like I was ahead on the cards, and I felt like I needed to win the last round just to kind of seal the deal. But this is boxing. Obviously, he's a bigger draw than me, and they want to make that super matchup with him and Canelo. So Daniel Jacobs probably got X'd out. But I understand that I'm the champion in this fight. I won this fight. I won the decision. But all I can do is be gracious in defeat and be gracious in my victory. And, God bless him.
You've overcome a lot in your life. Earlier in your career, you were knocked out by a single punch by Pirog, who's not considered the puncher Triple G is. You've gotten bigger, stronger, better, smarter since then. And somehow you were able to climb off the deck against that Triple G knockdown and take all of his shots for the rest of the fight and never go down again. What is the difference? What's the difference in this Daniel Jacobs? How were you able to do it?
I told him he had to kill me in order to whip me out this ring.
There's the knockdown.
It was a good shot, and when I went back down, I said, oh, this is all that he has? And at times, I stood toe-to-toe with him to see exactly what the power was like, what everybody was talking about, and it wasn't that bad. I got up, I fought back, and I felt like I won the fight.
I'm sure you want a rematch. Do you feel at this moment that you laid it all out tonight, or do you think there is yet a higher level that you can reach in a rematch against Triple G?
I'm just looking forward to the future. I think I've gained a lot of fans with this fight. Hopefully a lot of people will support me still continuously in my career. I'm a fan-friendly guy. My style is really good, and I'm looking forward to the future. Like I said before, I really felt like I won this fight, but all I can do is not cry over sour milk and continue to move forward.
Thanks, Daniel, and congratulations. Terrific performance. Jim?
All right, that's Max Kellerman from the American Network HBO. I'm Dave Bontempo with Kevin Kelly. And Kevin, one thing I wanted to know, and how do you evaluate how do you think he did in his switching overall? What did he take away from Golovkin when it was working for Daniel?
He neutralized Golovkin because what he did was, by switching lefty-righty, he made him think. So boxing's a reaction sport. If you're thinking, you're not reacting. So what he made Golovkin do is start having to think. And when Golovkin had to slow down to see what he was doing, remember, he was fighting a bigger man that could punch really hard. So he was aware of that. So this actually puts me in a different state of mind if he moves up to fight Andre Ward. That he might have a lot of difficulty fighting a guy like Andre Ward's caliber.
I think he shows he should go back down to Daniel Jacobs. No losers here. April Sanchez, big smile on his face. He's with Golovkin, and they put on a good fight.
It was better than I think that people anticipated. I think Jacobs, I give him credit for sticking the game plan. I thought sometimes that he was actually going to switch up his style and go aggressive. And I thought that was a bad mistake, but he didn't do that.
Well, we'll be able to see these scorecards. I'm looking forward to seeing them. We'll get them after we're off the air, but curious to see where the major moments were. We see Gennady Golovkin and Mauricio Suleiman, the head of the WBC. Golovkin keeps all the belts he came in with, gets them back.
Gennady did a good job. He did a heck of a job. He kept him composed. He had nothing to cry about in South Milk. I think he did a great job. And a rematch can be qualified for this. I mean, I think there's a lot of fights out there for him.
All right, well listen, Kevin, it's always great to be with you. It's great to see Kevin Kelly. For El Presidente, Frank Belmont, Jason Beidel, Barry Pincus. This is Dave Bontempo saying thank you for joining us from Madison Square Garden, and we will see you next time.
You ready to see me back?